Trading 212 is about to get bigger! Welcome back everyone, my name's Paul. Today we've got the news that Trading 212 is going to land 2,800 new stocks onto the market. This is a massive update and it's got the community really excited. David from Trading 212 came onto the forum and said that on Wednesday they will be releasing 1,300 new over-the-counter stocks. These include stocks like Tencent, SoftBank and CD Projekt and a lot of other stocks from overseas markets like Japan and Hong Kong. They're also planning on adding a lot of ETFs and new investment trusts as well. And I tell you what, the community forum pissed its pants. So today I'm going to go through what over-the-counter trading is, what risks there might be to you as a customer, what stocks might be finally coming to Trading 212, and what stocks you definitely can't have. From Wednesday, Trading 212 will now be able to sell you stocks that don't come from the New York Stock Exchange or the LSE. Up until now, we've been limited to buying stocks and ADRs from both of these markets. But now these over-the-counter markets will open us up to loads more different countries. Over-the-counter trading does come with a couple of tiny added risks. Over-the-counter trading is usually used for smaller stocks that can't afford to get on a proper listing or aren't secure enough to get onto a proper listing. And so they're usually traded by smaller brokers and usually hold a lot more risk. You remember those pink slips that they're waving around in Wolf of Wall Street? That's over-the-counter trading.
No, we don't even need computers here. We just trade right off the pink sheets here.
Pink sheets?
Yeah, they're penny stocks. You know, companies that can't get listed on NASDAQ, they don't have enough capital, their shares trade here.
Penny stocks?
But over-the-counter trading has come a long way since then. It's a bit more regulated and there are a lot of bigger companies involved. But if you're smart, you're probably not going to be buying those unknown penny stocks and taking loads of gambles. You're going to be more likely to be going for these bigger companies. Companies that maybe can't be asked to pay the fees to get onto a proper market, or they're just in other countries that don't like to associate with other stock exchanges. And because Trading 212 doesn't have direct access to Japan and Korea, this could open us up to buying a lot of really cool stocks. And the main risk to us as over-the-counter traders on Trading 212 is that over-the-counter markets are a little bit smaller than stock exchanges, so they require a bit of an extra fee.
Jesus Christ, the spread on these is huge.
Yeah, and that's the point. What's your name again?
Mine, Jordan Belfort.
Jordan, what do you get on a blue chip stock?
I make 1%. I did make 1%.
Pink sheets, it's 50.
It's 50%? 50% commission?
Yep.
For what?
It's our markup for our services.
By fee, I mean they usually have a bigger bid-ask spread. So when you buy a stock over the counter, instead of losing that 1 or 2 pence that you normally would when you buy a stock on an exchange, you're more likely to lose something like 10 pence straight away. This isn't great news if you're day trading OTCs, because it's going to make it that little bit harder, but most of us are in it for the long term, so it really shouldn't have too much of an effect. But this is cool because it might open us up to some massive companies that I've wanted to invest in for quite a while. I don't know what stocks or even what countries are going to be added to this list, but these are some of the stocks that I'm going to be looking out for. The first one is Nintendo, and I don't think I really need to introduce this one, do I? Nintendo looks a bit flat going forward, and traditionally I've always thought of it as having lots of failed games consoles. But I know the DS is doing really well, and for some reason ARK Invest has it in their innovation ETF. I can't figure out why, I don't know why, and I can't really find any literature on it. But if someone else can find that for me, I want to know, because it's a strong company, strong brand, pays a dividend. I don't know why ARK Invest sees so much in it though. I'm also going to be looking out for Danish company Vestas Wind. It's probably the most successful wind company in the world in my opinion. The stock price is showing it, but this is a profitable company with a growing dividend and it seems to be the best in a very promising industry. And the final one that I'm hoping comes on board is the largest company in Korea, which is Samsung. At first glance, Samsung is looking way undervalued, paying a good dividend and it's got a ton of cash to pay that off. And as far as I can see, barely any debt. I haven't had a really good look at Samsung yet, mainly because I thought I could never buy it. But now, things might be changing. I like that Trading 212 is now opening up to Japan. The Japanese Nikkei is the index that traditionally trades flat, But in there are some cash heavy companies that pay massive dividends that are still growing all the time, and I need to look out for them. And don't forget, Warren Buffett recently bought 5 massive Japanese companies. You ready for this? Because I'm going to try and say them. Itochu, Marubeni, Mitsubishi, Mitsui, and Sumitomo. Oh, fucking nailed it. But don't get too excited if you're looking for those Chinese companies to go in your ISA, because you've got to remember that you can only buy companies in an ISA that originate from a country with a UK recognised stock exchange. You can find a list of them on the government website, but it doesn't include the Singapore exchange, and the Hong Kong exchange is still very limited. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you found this content interesting and helpful, please give it a like and subscribe, all that stuff. The investment app that I use is called Trading 212. If you wanted to get into investing, there's a link in the description below. If you sign up through that link, you can get a free share that's worth up to £100. Don't forget to check out the Discord, and I'm also on Instagram. And if you're looking to buy Bitcoin at the moment and getting on that bull run, I have a link to eToro, which is where I buy my Bitcoin. There is a link in the description below. Sign up to that if you want to as well. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, subscribe, and invest.